Hello everyone, my name is Larseth, and welcome back to our Shimazu game in Europa Universalis 4. Apologies for not putting out an episode in a while. I just at the time that I convinced myself that I'd be perfectly capable of putting out two series at one time, various busy things cropped up, and I was away for like a weekend last weekend, and it just slowed down recording, and I was like, well, I'm definitely going to keep one going. And as people seem to enjoy the Norway one first, I picked that one. But I am definitely still going to continue and do this. Hopefully, I mean, basically, most of this sort of delay in episodes should end by middle of next month. And I should be able to get back to making a bit more sort of steady schedules and not just going, oh, yes, I'm going to do this, and then suddenly not being able to do that. It's a little bit annoying. Anyway, so where we left off last episode was basically taking these provinces. You can see we're just making cores on them. And now we just need to think about getting some money, making money back. We are going to be getting some separatists, which are rising up, so that's something to bear in mind. Do we need maybe to get some more foot soldiers? Possibly. At the moment, it's a bit of an awkward situation at the moment we find ourselves in. And the reason it's a bit of an awkward situation we find ourselves in is because eventually towards the end, when you're it narrows down the number of daimyos which are there, you end up with like a few big ones and none of them can take one another out. So you end up sitting in this really awkward stalemate for ages, which I have a feeling is what currently gonna happen to us. I'm not sure what we could do about it, but there we go. I'm gonna get two more foot soldiers, to pop into our army, and the reason being is because I don't particularly, we're gonna lose the prestige over the admin power, want to chance it with these separatists which are rising up. Or going to be rising up soon. So we're going to go make our army a little bit bigger. We've currently got these barks who are apparently meant to be in Beijing protecting trade. But they don't appear to be doing much of anything at the moment. So we're going to send them out. And we get an honorable people, so we get more prestige. Lovely. Speaking of prestige, so I was just thinking on naval units, maybe we need to make another bark. But, I mean, we're losing money at the moment. I don't really want to get into the situation. We're in our Norway game where we're heavily in debt. So, maybe I won't do that. Right, so some of our cores are finishing. We will immediately make these states. And that means that who wants control of Bushi? So, do we have anyone giving us largish amounts of manpower? That gives a lot of manpower, but they already have it. Aki. 750 that gives by default. That's 1,000. I'm going to give this to the Bushi. There we go. Lovely. We're definitely going to finish off these, add them all. Who else wants? So the clergy now wants stuff. Okay. So the clergy are obviously best for tax, basically. So let's find... Ooh, we're in the wrong tab. What do we want? Province overview. Satsuma offers the most tax. It can't be given to us an estate, it's the capital. What about Bungo? You're under the Bushi. Hizen. Let's give you to the clergy. Does that please them? No, they want one more province. What about this province? Yeah, they're happy with this. That's fine. So it would seem to me that we make... Where do we make most of our money from? Oh, it's actually split between tax and trade, isn't it? So we need to basically do a bit of development, it seems, in tax. So, but oddly enough, we're actually far ahead on military and diplo tech, so I think we maybe want to swap our focus over to admin tech so that we can catch up on our admin tech and also, you know, be able to devote some to developing our admin. So maybe we want to spend some admin points. I'm going to send... Do we have any allies? We're allied with Yasugi. And Korea would not ally us. Okay. So I'm thinking the way... I'm going to set this guy to see my allies. And we're building... Yeah, so I think the way this is going to go is it's essentially going to be a fight to see who can get the most land first. So the thing is they can only expand currently through Ashikaga or Nanbu. Ashikaga could still beat them quite comfortably. Whereas I can expand at least through Yamana. And do I have any truces? I do. Doesn't stop me getting claims, though. Oh, that is a nice 14 development province. That's 8. That's a 15 development province. Definitely want to get one on there. And then I guess I'll get a province claim on Bizen. Or maybe Setsu. The thing is, you have to be very careful once you get a little bit further on. Sort of... Ooh. Ishiki. I'm not going to accept an alliance with them. Purely because I probably want to... I want to probably actually eat them alive in a little bit. Gain army tradition, please. Yeah, so what you don't want to do, I don't want to go too nuts and maybe take all this, because there's a few high development provinces that'll very quickly anger Ashikaga. And as a result, that could quite easily see me... I mean, I've already got plus my aggressive expansion minus 73 with Ashikaga. So if they attacked me, Yasugi being a vassal under Ashikaga, even though they've got, excuse me, high liberty desire, would join and I would get wrecked. Like, that's pretty much exactly what happened in my previous campaigns years ago, where, you know, I was going for the Japanese achievements, and I remember doing it like 4 or 5 times in a row, finding that basically I'd... Ooh, our truce with Yanmar has ended, actually. Yeah, basically I got really far, I think as Yasugi, actually, and then got, you know, destroyed. So it's... Carefully is the name of the game. I probably want... Well, actually, I can't really afford any more troops, can I? Who's about to rise up? Aki or... Which rebels here? Where's Imago? I think I maybe want to go there. I don't know where these rebels are going to spawn. One lot... Oh, Uchi... I actually have no idea which province they're going to spawn in, so I guess we just stick there and hope for the best. We do need to focus on... Let's get a claim there, and then pull our guy back. Let's improve relations with Ashikaga, so just to lessen the chance that they might decide to destroy us. We do need to develop our some provinces, though, at some point. These guys are allied with Yamana, aren't they? Oh, no, they're allied with Yasugi. I swear they were allied with Yamana a while ago. Maybe they changed. I don't know. What's the maximum manpower? Oh, nice. They rose up, and I beat them before anything could even happen. Right, so I need to move my troops there now. So the next rebels should rise up there, and then Shoni are over here, I believe. They should rise up. But I doubt they will at the moment. Countries that have not fully embraced colonialism. Speaking of that, how are the institutions doing? Ooh, Renaissance. We're just getting Renaissance. But Yasugi don't have it yet, which is... Oh, lovely. That's fabulous. So I'm not so inclined, actually, to take this next technology. Just yet. I don't think. I'm probably more inclined to actually spend some of this points developing provinces. So estates... no, what are we doing? Building... No, development. That's the one. Right. So, what's going to give me... I want to spend some military points. developing a few provinces, so that seems good. That's Hyuga. That's quite a lot of money. And do some of that. Is there anyone else that's going to give me a load of... I think it's just this province gives me the most military benefit from development. And then maybe my capital a little bit. But that's just going to make it a little bit more expensive to do. So that's fine. Because Satsuma's now 30. That's fine. I think 30 is... Oh, that's a risky one. Yeah, we need prestige and legitimacy. Wow, more so legitimacy than prestige. We've got a first loan at least. Woo! Yeah, so 30 is sort of a good mark because that... Once it's above 30, that sort of allows you to start getting institutions spawn in your capital. I mean, I very much doubt there's any going to be spawning on or near me, but, you know, you never know. So what we're going to do is, I think, pay this loan off as and when we can. Or do we go to war first? I don't know. I have a load of diplomats to send to Yamana. Oh, of course, I was getting claims. So I'm going to get a claim there just because it's the expensive one. And we'll pull our guy back from Yamana and declare war. Yasugi would not join. I can beat them quite comfortably on my own. So I'm not terribly worried. They've gone hiding anyway. So, I mean, of course, if the rebels rise up, that I'll have to go back and deal with that. But you know, it's a risk, but I am willing to take said risk. Do I have any? I don't have any ships. Do I have a navy? I do have a navy. Holy moly! Let's go and get rid of their navy. Did I capture it? No, I didn't. It's a little bit annoying. So I probably want to go around here, and then I'll take their capital, because that should fully, yeah, it fully blockades their capital. That's fine. Where are their troops? Their troops are hiding in Yasugi's territory. Lovely. Right. Oh, I think they were perhaps trying to nip by, and they've just they basically accidentally jumped straight into me. That's really unfortunate for them, he says, laughing slightly. Right, I need to get my ships around here to basically allow me to cross this straight here to get their last province. And hopefully I won't lose any, because that would be a bit of a pain. I didn't capture any. 2 of their ships ran away. Lovely. So, Age of Reformation. Oh, wow. So that's actually not going to make any... Age of Reformation won't have any really bearing on us. I don't think. Let's recall our guy from Ashikaga. Right, so we have done this. Let's hash out this piece. We can actually get a lot of money. So, how are we going to do this without getting loads of aggressive expansion and really annoying Ashikaga? So maybe let's get these. These countries would join a coalition. So I want that. And that. Well, actually, no. Why would I want that? I want that. And that. I really... See, this is a tough one. It's really tough. Because theoretically, I could fully annex them and take everything. But then everyone would want to join me and be really angry at me, basically. So maybe I only take one province, which is their coastal province, which allows me to get to Ishiki. So maybe I'll do that. Because these claims are going to last for 25 years. So, and I think slowly, catchy monkey is better than causing myself a load of problems, and we'll humiliate them, so we'll get enough power projection to be getting more monarch power each month. So that's fine, and war reparations. So that's fine. So we'll pull our guy back over there. And we have enough to embrace Renaissance, should we wish to. How fast is it increasing in a lot of our provinces? 0.9 per month. I think we probably should embrace it. Ooh, how much did that reduce the cost by? Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Although we do need to make this a core, so there's that. Let's pull these guys into our port, otherwise I'll completely forget about them. Oh god. So I'm at the stage now where I can only have Yasugi as a rival. And they broke their alliance with us, which is less than ideal. And Yasugi have allied Ishiki. So maybe I want to also ally them. And perhaps I maybe should have done that first. So I will improve relations with these guys. So this is the bit that becomes a really awkward stalemate sort of thing, because there's not really much either of us can do. I think it'll just be a case of us... Well, certainly I think I will be able to conquer a few more provinces belonging to Yamana in the meanwhile. That I think will be my aim. Because Yasugi, I think... For the fact they look a lot larger than me, their provinces aren't as developed as me, I don't think. So, rivals. So, their force limit is much lower than me. They have less manpower than me. They are same tech as me. I have quantity. They have not got either. Not got any military ideas. Right, let's get this. Got another group of ideas. Question is, what do we want to go for? Choices. We suspected we should go for maybe colonial of some description. Although I'm not sure anymore, really. Maybe expansion. Or, no. I don't know. I'm thinking expansion, because then we can come down here and colonize here without having to worry about North America just yet. What other benefits does expansion give? Shipbuilding, trade power, colonial range, global settler, global town. Okay. Or do we go maybe economic? What is the difference between our income? Our income is primarily taxation. I reckon we go economic, actually. For the moment. Just because, I mean, we're already doing a colonization game as Norway. I mean, I want to colonize as, ooh, yes, game mercantilism. I want to colonize as Shimazu, definitely. But maybe we'll do that with our next idea group. So I think economic provides a more immediate benefit. Because, ooh, that was good. Because at the moment, yeah, sure, we can afford... you know, we could get expansion, but we can't even afford to send a colonist, so what is the point? At that point, it's just wasted, whereas economic, I can get national tax modifier straight away, and it's an instant benefit. Military tech, yep, we'll get the next military tech, so we get the Asian Arcbuster. No, that's in... Where are you? There. So... We've got that, and they do not. So technically, we're now ahead of Yasugi. Let's have a look at the institutions. So I have Renaissance, and it still is, yeah, not even present. So I'm actually getting a little bit of a benefit here. I've got all this time. I've got quite a bit of time where I'm ahead on tech, so I have a chance to get a bit of a foot up over them. Admin tech cost and Diplo tech cost lose 30 military power. And lose 62 ducats. That seems fine to me. Gain 1 base tax. It's always good. Yamana separatists. They're rising up over there, so we'll go and put our army there. Let's keep it a modest level. That seems fine. can we get anything off our people just yet? Clergy. I haven't got much legitimacy, so I don't really want to spend any of that. Grant monopoly charters. Ask for contribution? Sure, that gives me a little bit of money, which means I can pay off one loan, so at least we're not losing money from interest. That's something, at least, I guess. Right, so we've got a core. And that increased our money a little bit more. Shimazu is, so we're allied with them. Okay, Ashikaga seem... Oh, so you can, what, take land off your... So that it looks like the Shogun can take land. I guess you can, because that's a new feature of this expansion, is you can demand land off your vassals. So I guess that's what they did, and they fully annexed them. Maybe they did that so they could get the Renaissance, because this province has Renaissance where none of their other ones do. So maybe they did that for that. That would be quite a smart use of the mechanic, I guess. Where's my truce with Yamana? I've got... Oh, wow. 1520. 11 years. So that was like a 15-year truce. Holy moly. Wow. Ashikaga just gave us a load of money. Woe is them, I guess. Silly people. So we should fly through these economic ideas relatively fast, because we've gone for... we're obviously focusing on admin, and we've got a very, very good ruler who's focused towards admin. And he's still relatively young. We've like really hit the ruler jackpot so far. Well, maybe not so much with our heir. He's a bit pants, but everyone else is good. Do I reduce? Yeah, I think I reduce my army maintenance, because I don't really... I mean, until the Yamana separatists start getting a bit uppity. Shimazu. I don't want national unrest, so I'm going to lose the prestige. Right, there we go. I can get my first idea, so that should increase. There we go. It adds a few, like, what, 0.4 ducats? 0.4 of a ducat onto my income. Which is, you know, a tiny bit now, but it will add up. Construction costs, that'll be a thing that is really helpful. Is that already one of our ideas? No, it's not one of our ideas. Why did I think it was one of our ideas? I don't know. I must be imagining things. Our inflation is higher than I would like, but nothing to worry about too much at the moment. We can get some more ships, so I think I'm going to build some more... Oh, wait, actually, before I do that, how big is Yasugi's fleet? How big is your fleet, Yasugi? Light ship, 13 light ships. Okay, so if I want to win this, I want to control the water. So I'm going to build us more. 2, 3, 4, 5. That would take us over the limit, so build us some galleys. I mean, we don't make a huge amount of money from trade anyway, so I think... Ooh, dear. This one's going to take forever, so we're going to build him there. We don't make a huge amount of money from trade anyway, so it probably doesn't really matter that we're not building trade ships. They're at war with Ainu. Oh, wow. Ashikaga took on Nanbu as well. And they're... Ishiki taking on that. Why are they at war? Did they both declare... No, so Ashikaga's at war with all of them in the Ashikaga conquest. So Ashikaga called in Yasugi. Oh no, I'm in it as well. I just didn't notice. Hey, that's, you know, very, very smart thing of me to do. Right, so... Oh dear. So Yamana also got annexed, it seems. That is a big problem. For me. That is a big problem. Stop trying to improve relations with Ishiki. That's fine. I'm actually going to get... Oh, no, I can't because I can't. I was going to say I was going to get a claim on that to see if Ming would support them. But obviously I can't declare my own wars. Herdider. Is this going to be an annoying bit where Ashikaga, I can't beat them? Certainly we're not that general. With that general I can't, but... Ainu will become a vassal of Ashikaga. Okay. That's actually pretty good. At least they didn't directly take the land. That would have been a bit of a pain in the butt. Threatening countries and allies. There you go. Lose money rather than stability. That's a bit of a no-brainer. We don't really have any allies other than that one, so maybe we don't put that on there. And yeah, but there won't be any outraged countries, so that's not so much use. May study technology, colonial range, naval maintenance. Naval maintenance plus 10%. That's not very nice, making me take that. Oh, well. So can I study technology of, like, Ming, maybe? How do you study technology? I don't even know. That's a bit of an... Oh, no. How do we do this? Right. Ooh. Gain 10 army tradition, definitely. Why did I think that... So study technology, may study technology. That's the thing you do on other people. So why can I not do it? How do I do it? I'm going to have to look at that, I think. Yeah, in between episodes, I'll look at how I use that study technology thing. And we'll figure something out. So at the moment, I think we need to declare war. Our truce with Yasugi has just ended. So technically, we could go to war with them. Are they... is Ishiki, are they not allied anymore? They're only allied to me now. They're not allied to Yasugi. So that's good. Nice. Construction cost minus 10%. Yearly inflation reduction will be a nice one. And we also got production efficiency. So I think let's start building a spy network. And then maybe... Because the thing is now, the only person we got to go to war with is Yasugi. And they are weaker than us despite appearances. So I guess I could go to war with them. And the only thing we risk, really, is that in that war, Ashikaga decide to go on the side of Yasugi, in which case we would lose. Okay, Ishigi got annexed. Oh, great. Ashikaga going a bit nutty at the moment, unfortunately. So I wonder how this is going to go for Ashikaga. Because they are quite a sizable force at the moment. Let's ally... no. Positive opinion. There we go. So Ashikaga, their force limit is actually much lower. 13. Manpower is lower than mine. I mean, theoretically, I should have no problem beating them. Gain lots of manpower. What did they take as ideas? They took offensive. That's the only annoying thing. Because that is a big benefit to them. Although I can't figure out why they have a force limit of 13, but have got 17 troops. That doesn't really make much sense to me. Yeah, lose prestige. We just gained some prestige from a few events, so I don't mind losing it. Oh dear, there goes timer. So I'm going to get a claim there, and I don't think I could get a claim. Oh no, I can get a claim in Suruga. That's fine. I mean, arguably, it might even be easier to make... I was going to say make Yasugi release people, but then Ashikaga would probably... They'd just be vassals of Ashikaga again, so that wouldn't really work. Okay, well, I think I will... Actually, no, we'll wait for this month to tick so we can get our next claim, which I think is the only one we can get. Yeah, it is. Right, I will get... Well, I'll end the episode here. I guess from here out, we sort of just need to start building up our army The trick is actually being able to afford it while we're doing it. I mean, luckily, economic actually comes with a land maintenance modifier reduction towards the end, which is really nice. So we'll do that. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I will speak to you in the next episode. Take care.